For many grieving people, this will be the first holiday without their loved ones. Let's talk about some appropriate gifts for this occasion. Holidays are seasons of tradition and family gatherings, so these actually highlight the missing person. Your gift needs to focus on remembrance. You want to honor the missing loved one, not ignore it. And this is what people tend to do. They tend to move on and ignore the missing person, but the grieving person has not moved on. So let's honor them. And let's start with something very personal. A personalized gift means that you remember a detail about the missing person. And grieving people love these kinds of details. So what could you supply? So what's personal? Jewelry. Do you have a piece of jewelry, or do you have access to some jewelry you could turn into a pendant or earrings or a ring, or for some of our older people, a brooch? I would do that if you have access to that. It's very personal, and that way the one left behind can wear it or display it when they want to. How about a framed photo of all of you together in happier times? So the one left behind, the one missing, and you, and maybe members of your family, all together, beautifully framed and presented during the holidays. Handwriting is extremely personal. I still get the most wonderful and sad feelings when I see my grandmother's very distinctive handwriting. And what I have of hers are letters and recipes, and sometimes just a little note. Frame them. I would love, in fact, I'm going to do that for myself this year. I'm going to frame one of my grandmother's handwritten notes to me and have that out to remind me of how much I love and adore her and how much I miss her. Great personalization ideas. Another idea is custom art, which means you're going to have it made. Start now. This could take a while because we're talking about a painting or a sculpture of a hobby the missing person, the missing loved one, used to enjoy. It could be fishing. I mean, how cool would a framed fishing pole be? That's a large piece of art, or just maybe part of the fishing pole, or lures, or something you know is very specific. Could be gardening, could be the favorite gardening gloves, could be a collar of a missing dog. Sometimes pets are heavily grieved during the holidays. So if a collar or a name tag of that pet would be a great thing to frame. Maybe dancing was a hobby. Well, how about a sculpture of a dancing person? All beautifully done and beautifully remembered. Give it a try. You could simply write a personalized note. Now, this isn't tricky and you don't have to worry about your handwriting, or it's not going to be framed. It's an I remember note. I actually wrote one of these recently, and I may write another one for this holiday. I wrote a note of, I remember when I used to come to this house of the deceased, this loved one, and I would teach piano to his daughter. And when I did, he had this giant wine glass, and he enjoyed filling it, which I never got through, of course, filling this wine glass with wine or champagne or some sort of little beverage. Sometimes it was even just juice, but he would bring it in on a tray, and it was just our thing we would do weekly. And I love that memory of him. So that was my I remember. And it doesn't have to be funny. It just needs to be special. The loved one left behind will so enjoy that. Now, you could give the gift of an experiential outing, meaning you're going to take this experience with the loved one. Now, don't be shocked or dismayed if they don't want to use this right away. It's you're giving the gift to do together at some point. Doesn't have to be right now. So this could be a road trip. What if this couple, this family, used to take road trips together, and now you're going to take that road trip with them? That could be fun. It could be dancing. Maybe the one left behind misses dancing so much, but doesn't have a dancing partner, not interested in a romantic dancing partner. Maybe you two could go. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family member, and you're just going to go dancing. You could even just go to the dance. You don't even have to actually dance, but just go. Get out and find that thing they used to do together. It could be fishing. Maybe you don't like to fish. I don't care. You're going to go fishing because that's what they miss. It could be hunting. It could be many things as long as it's personal to honor the one who's gone on. And finally, let's consider a modern, very modern gift, a digital frame. Now you want to supply this frame already preloaded with some photos of happy times. Could be family photos, could be outing photos, could be childhood photos, all kinds of photos preloaded. What's so great about these digital frames is other people can have access to these frames and upload from a distance. Now, that could get a little tricky, but it could also just be super fun. One day, a new photo shows up in this digital photo frame. We have one, we love it, and other loved ones will love it too. So those are just 5 ideas I came up with that I think might be great this holiday season. If you have another one you've used and really enjoy, please mention it in the comment section down below. We would love to pass on your great idea.